What's up, everybody? It's Champ. So for this episode, we're gonna talk about the things that most surprised me when I came to Sosúa, when I came to Dominican Republic. Okay, first of all, the first time I came here, I got set up. Literally, I got set up because it was in 2019. It was a last-minute trip, so I was coming down with two of my boys and one of my associates, and you know they were looking to come to Dominican Republic because they said it was an opportunity to buy houses there, to buy land. They said that it was a really nice business opportunity. At that time, I wasn't really looking to buy, but the fact that it was a country in the south, the Caribbeans, and it was right next to Haiti, I was like, yo, why not? Let me just visit for the first time. And I've been hearing a lot of bad stuff about Dominican Republic, but I'm the type of person who likes to see for myself. I don't like to be hearing stuff and just like base my opinion on what I hear. I like to experience for myself. So we came to Dominican Republic in 2019. So first thing, as soon as I landed, the plane landed, and I stepped on the soil, I felt amazing. I felt instantly like I was at home. I felt the same way that I felt when I was 12 years old going back to Haiti. So I really felt at home, and I really enjoyed that. So let's say the first thing, really first thing that really shocked me when I came to Dominican Republic was the driving. So we had a friend of ours. His name is Lance, pretty cool guy, an artist too. Lance Louis, if you want to look it up on Instagram. So he came to pick us up at the airport. So he was driving, I think it was a Jeep. So we went on the highway. He started driving. I was like, damn, what the heck is going on? Why is he driving so fast? And the next thing you know, he was passing by fucking trucks. I'm sorry with the swearing. He was passing by trucks, passing cars, zigzagging between. I was like, what? This is how you drive here? And then there was like the moto controls. Looking left and right, I was seeing like motos doing like some crazy stunts, driving between cars and stuff like that. That really shocked me. So, that's the funny part. But again, with about coming here for about 10 times or more, having spent more than a year here altogether, I've seen so many deaths on the street, like more than I ever seen in Canada. Especially like moto drivers dead on the street. So this is really sad. But at the same time, I would say that this is the thing that really shocked me. The first thing coming to the Dominican Republic was the driving. And one thing, there's a lot of deaths on the streets. I think it's because like I don't want to get into political stuff, whatever like that, because I know that they've been doing. The citizens have been putting a lot of pressure on the government to make some changes to the laws and regulation about driving. But they don't. A lot of people, they don't put helmets. They drive like crazy on the motos, and during the night they don't have like lights on the motos. So it's really crazy. It's crazy, and I see kids, on the motos. Like sometimes they be driving like 5 people on one moto, 3 people, with a little toddler in between with no helmet. So this is how crazy it gets. So whatever, it's sad, but it is what it is. So this is really the first thing that really shocked me. Second thing I would say that shocked me coming to the Dominican Republic is me being a Haitian-Canadian. I really expected to be going through like racism and stuff like that. And again, this is my own personal experience. I am Haitian. I'm proud being Haitian, Zoe. But I'm telling you, I haven't been going through the same type of treatment, racist treatment, as I see a lot of my brothers going through here. And again, I like to say that it is a privilege, but I don't want to use that privilege just to be in a position where, be condescending or not feeling for my brothers here in Dominican Republic, because I've seen so many things that really hurt my heart. But I got a vision. I want to do different things here, so I got to stay focused. So yeah. So another thing that really surprised me is that I've been treated extremely well as an Haitian, as a Canadian Haitian. One thing I've been going through when I was in Canada, I've been going through a lot of racism. So don't get it twisted. Like racism is not only in Dominican Republic. And what I like to say, and again, this is my personal opinion, and I don't want to get political about it. So one thing I like to say is that the only difference between the racism in Dominican Republic and in Canada is not the racism itself. It's the laws and regulation and what the government or the law permits things to happen, and the social media, what they show you. So again, I'm not trying to get political, but it is just what it is because in Canada, in Montreal, Quebec, I've been going through a lot of racism as well. And if you look online, anytime you see like a criminal or someone doing something bad in Montreal and you look at the comments, especially in Quebec, you will see how deep the racism is. And it's the same thing if you look in Dominican Republic, if there's an Haitian who did a crime or something like that, you see everybody mocking him as being a monkey, ugly, whatever, stupid, dumb, whatever. They go off at him. And it's really violent. It's really like hurting when I see things like that. But I've been experiencing the same in Montreal, Canada as well. Every time you see a black person committing a crime, you see a lot of people, a lot of people, and those people are the same people you work with. Those people are the same people you go and have dinner with. They're the same people that you walk with them in the streets, you go play basketball with, like, and when it's online, it feels like they don't have no filter, though. Whatever. Again, I don't want to get into all of that, but I want to tell about my own personal experience. So in Canada, the reason why most of the time I haven't been facing straight up with racism is because I feel like, again, my personal experience, I feel like the way I decide to behave, the way I decide to present myself, it is something really important. Because when I talk to someone, I try to present myself in a respectful manner. I try to show them that I'm a person that has confidence, that is distinguished. I speak different languages. I get along with different type of people, and I always treat people with respect. I'm not saying that people who go through racism don't have those same qualities or whatever, but I'm just saying that in my experience, this is what I've been putting on priority every time I go somewhere. Even here in Dominican Republic, I always say that I'm an Haitian Canadian, but I present myself well. I speak well with people. I show respect. And again, I know that I'm there. There's a privilege because I do have the status of being Canadian, but again, I try to present myself in a way that they cannot disrespect. And most of the time, I came through the same thing that I come through, that I get the same thing that I get in Montreal, Canada. They're like, oh, you Haitian. I thought you was American. Oh, I thought you was whatever. I thought you was this. I thought you was that. But yeah, I'm Haitian. Yeah, I am proud Haitian. I was born in Haiti. But the way that I behave, the way that I present myself, I'm not saying that Haitian people, they don't behave well. This is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that sometimes you need to be careful of your image. You need to make sure that you push your education to a level where anywhere you go, it's just like you can go anywhere and people are just gonna look at you and be like, oh, that person is international. It's not just like, trying to go left and right and whatever. This is someone who can sit down on any type of table with any type of person. You can talk with anybody. Either it's a CEO of a company, either it's like the waitress, either it's like somebody's cleaning shoes. You got to treat everybody with the same amount of respect, and you got to respect yourself first. So, well, again, I was really surprised the fact that every time I say I'm Haitian, I always get the same reaction. Oh, you Haitian? Okay, yeah, I thought you was American and whatever. But it is a compliment, but at the same time, it's sad because they have a preconceived idea of what is an Haitian, and in any type of community, there's many type of different people as well. And I'm not thinking that it's about like the means that you have, like the money that you have that can make you different, because I see people working in the streets. They do have values. They do have great values. They do treat people with respect. They do respect themselves. And I see people with a lot of money and they be acting like dogs. They be acting disrespectful. They be acting condescending. So it's all about your character. So, well, this is the second thing that really surprised me, the way I'm being treated as an Haitian Canadian here in Dominican Republic. So now let's say the third thing that surprised me are how many connections I made here. So many connections. I was really impressed because coming from a city from like Montreal, Yes, there's a tourism industry. You can go downtown Vieux-Port, Montreal. You can see people from all around the world. But here, for example, in a little city like Sosúa, it's a small community. There's a lot of Haitians that live here. There's Dominicans, but when we're talking about the expat community, the people that are traveling, it's a small community. People that live here and people that come here every year. Like we see each other all the time. We know each other. We know each other's faces. So what was really interesting was really meeting people from different places from the states. I met people from New Jersey, Brooklyn, Atlanta, Miami, less from the west coast of the states, but I met people from Texas, Philly, all different type of Americans. And what was really, really interesting for me is to meet people from Alemania. I said Alemania, from Germany, from Russia, Spain. I met Brazilians. I met people for so many different backgrounds, and it's really interesting to talk to different type of people, to see what are their mentalities, to see how it is back in their home. And as well, I got the opportunity to learn a lot from people that are in business. I have a German friend of mine who is in business. He's like 70 years old. He's a OG, and he's been teaching me a lot in business. So seeing the way that Germans do things, the way that Spanish people do things, the way that English people do things, people from UK, it's different mindsets, So it's really nice, and it's really expanding experience. So this is second thing that really surprised me. Third thing that really surprised me coming down to Sosúa for a long time, and the fourth thing. This is something that's really, people have different opinions about that. I'm going to talk about the food because I was really, really, really impressed with the food. I'm not talking about especially about the Dominican cuisine because I'm a type of person, really, I'm not really difficult with food. I like to eat any type of food as long as it tastes good and it doesn't get me sick, obviously. So I do like Dominican food, like traditional Dominican food, peas and rice and chicken. They do like the stew pork. They do like the Dominican breakfast. They call it the three golpes. It's like a salami, eggs, and plantains. Like I love Dominican food. It's okay. I say I love it, but I eat it. It's fine. But what really surprised me with the food here is the quality of the food, the taste, like even the color of the food. Like you see, if you cook eggs, you go to the supermarkets, you crack an egg, you see it's like it's yellow, but more like orange yellow. It's really, and it has a distinctive smell. You feel like it's more natural. You feel like it has more vitamins, And this is not scientific. I don't know if it's something scientific behind it. I'm just talking about my personal experience with the taste, with the feeling I have when I eat eggs from here. The tomatoes, tomato, the tomatoes, like they taste so well. I don't even have to put salt on it. It's like it's tasty, it's juicy, it's red, but really, really, really red. You feel like you're eating a real tomato when you're eating here. The meat is amazing. The fish, everything tastes so fresh, so authentic. I don't know if there's something scientific behind it. Again, people have been saying that in the States and Canada they put a lot of GMO in food or whatever. I'm not into conspiracy theories or whatever, but I can only speak from my experience, and I can say that the food tastes amazing here. So this is something that's really, really surprised me. And the fifth thing, not the least, the fifth thing that really surprised me here is no money, no honey. that's how they like to say it. So no money, no honey, meaning that everything revolves around money. Everything revolves around money, meaning that the relationship that people have with money here is really, really different from anything that I've known. And again, I don't know if it's something that is general or whatever. I'm talking about my own personal experience, meaning that people really, really, really they have a different type of relationship with money. And if you're for example, a man and you're looking to date a woman here, You need to really be careful. This is not something we're going to talk about for a long time, but I mean that people talk about it a lot on the website. Obviously, people know what's going on in Sosúa, but don't expect to easily find someone who's just going to genuinely spend some time with you without no money involved. And don't think that somebody's going to genuinely give you a service, do something for you if it's no money involved. So, and this is something that was like natural, normal, you know. So to me, I was used to not about dating or whatever, but even with dating, like going out with a woman, going for a drink, nothing like whatever, going to eat something, and just it is what it is. But you know that woman would be expecting you to pay for her time. Even with some guys that like to pay for pee, you'll be in paradise because this is literally what you can get most of the time. But if you're looking for a genuine friendship, relationship, or whatever, you need to be careful because the relationship with money here is really, really deep. So, and yeah, so again, with the begging as well, you know, there's a lot of people who begging there. I know that it is considered as a third world country, I think. You could look it up. So there's a lot of people that don't make necessarily a lot of money. So there's a lot of begging here. So the way I do navigate through it with the begging is I got kids that I really genuinely like. I love these kids, and I hate to see them begging. So everything they ask me for money, I ask them to do something. You know, go get me a bottle of water. Go. You know, go get something for me. Like, go find me someone who's gonna wash my car. Like, do something. You know. So I'll give you money. I'll gladly give you money, but you need to do something for the money. It's just a principle, because I'm not really comfortable with the begging. So yeah, the relationship with money is really, really interesting. So you got to get ready for that. And I'm not gonna get any deeper than that. I'm just sharing some experience that I came here. So listen, you should travel for yourself. You should see for yourself. You should see for yourself. So, in the end, have you ever been somewhere that you were shocked by the culture difference, and what did you see in Dominican Republic that most surprised you? So let me know in the comments. And again, thanks for following me. Please subscribe. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to show you something because I was really, really happy. This is my business, Destinos VIP. We're gonna talk about it in a other video, but for now, I'm just teasing you. All right, peace.